real mind. It's hard to move on when you're stuck in the past so much. You know, I think about it a lot how when life moves on and progresses, one thing I've learned over the years is that as I get older, whenever I'm in a bad predicament, I tell myself that in 5 years I'll forget that this moment I'm in right now will just pass by and I'll forget about it. And it's sad, but it's the truth. I mean, I do forget about it. And what does that say if I'm just not enjoying life at its worst, at its best, knowing that this moment will fade, that this moment I'm in right now, the very second I'm in, another second, another second, another second, another minute, another hour, and then it's just gone. You know, life is like an endless movie. It never stops until eventually we fade. It started when we came into, and until then, and when, we just keep on moving along. The only time we get to pause is when we go to sleep. And even in our dreams, what are we thinking about? Maybe a bunch of random adventures, maybe we don't dream at all. And most likely, what happens a lot for me, a potential future, what's happening now, and most of all, what's already happened. It's sad. It is sad to think about, you know? It's why I try not to be that way, but when I'm really in a bad predicament, I just have to tell myself that the feeling I have right now, the adrenaline, the bad kind of adrenaline, my heart pumping out of my chest, me feeling like I'm going to die in this moment, that's how bad things are. I'll forget about it. Maybe the next day I'll forget about it. Probably won't. I'll probably try to make my brain not even think about it. And then a week later, still thinking about it. A month later, thinking less so. A year later, probably forget. And then years and years on, it'll come creeping back into my brain out of the ordinary, or something triggers me to make me remember that incident. I guess it's just a way of me trying to help myself. As a kid, I was just still now, I mean, I still think about my past, maybe a little too often. They say our past defines us, but it really doesn't. It's how we push forward that does. How we look at the future and the choices we make now will create it. I think it's more so if we focus too much on our past, that's when it defines us. The more we forget it, the more we move on. It's not that our past defines us, it's that our past teaches us into resolving into what we want to become. How it laid the foundations for the person we're going to become in the future. That person we're working on becoming now. Memories have a way of doing that to you. I think way too much about the negativity of my past instead of the positivity. But I guess the reason is it's easier for me to remember the negativity. Now I'm learning not to hate myself for a traumatic past that, most of all, wasn't my fault. Even when I did wrong, I held myself accountable. I think it's more so I get upset thinking about how people treated me. And I think it's harder to think about the positivity and the good memories because it makes me sad and cry that I'll never be in that moment again with that specific person I want to be with. Maybe I can create new memories with those people again, but either they're long gone or maybe we just don't have that time anymore. Maybe we try to recreate a new memory and we get into an argument. And then that new memory I tried created, just another negative one for me to think about days on end. I guess it hurts thinking positively about my past because I feel I'll never have a good memory like that again for the rest of my life. One of my greatest fears is being on my deathbed and being filled with so much regret. We take life way too granted. We don't realize that eventually we're not going to be here. Now we'll have one shot, at least as far as we know. The truth is that we'll have one shot at being the person we are now in this lifetime. And so we have to fight to reconnect, to do everything we want to do, and hope that God is on our side to help us get toward our goals and achievements. To me, I'm a simple man. All I want is just to say thank you to all the people I've met. Find them some way, somehow, in this large, vast world with billions of people. Find those specific people and say thank you. I can't go on the rest of my life thinking that I can never see that person at least one more time. But I think the hard truth is that I'll never will be able to meet that kind of person again. And that hurts me so much. That's something I don't want to carry with me. It hurts because of how fond those memories were. How, as time passes by, they become more of a blur to me. But I remember how I felt in that moment. God, I feel like crying just thinking about that shit. I'll do anything to go back. Anything. That's all I could ask for. Even the bad memories. Go back and tell myself, don't do this. Don't hang out with this person. Don't let yourself feel bad about what an asshole did to you. But I guess that would be a cheating. That would be making it easier for life. Sometimes life is a game. You just gotta make sure you strike best and get the right outcome. But what kind of life is it if everything's perfect? I don't know. Memories can do that to you. Dreams can be like memories too. Living in it. It fills my heart with sadness that I can't reach that memory again. I wish memories were like movies. I can replay it over and over and see it vividly. I wish memories could reconnect me with those people that I've lost. I don't even know if they think about me anymore. It was so long ago. But sometimes I tell myself that if I'm thinking about it, they have to as well. About those special kids I hung out with. Change things here or there. Fight to stay. To be with people again. And sure, I can create new memories now. Certain decisions will lead you to a new path and new people. But like I said, the fear of making those memories with new people is that you're never guaranteed if it will be positive. Maybe you say the wrong thing. Maybe they do something to trigger you. Maybe you get into a fight. Or maybe it's not as hopeful as you think it would be. The worst of memories hurt. You hate the present you live in now. You fear for the future. And you think about all the wrong in the past. It sucks. And it has a way of consuming us. To the point where we're so stuck in our memories that we can't be able to actually live. We think non-stop about our memories, good and bad. Most of all, the feelings of it. It has a way of consuming us in a really negative light. The good memories can be so good that it stops you from wanting to try to make new ones. Life is a risk. If you don't try to make new memories, then what's the point of living further on? It's difficult and it's hard. I get it. It is hard. But sometimes memories can be negative because of the way you think. It's just, everything can be happy. Everybody else is happy around you. But if you're choosing to be negative, if you're choosing to not be happy, you wish you were somewhere else, you wish you were doing something else, anything, that a positive memory that is you were standing right in that positive memory, choosing to ignore that, you just create another negative memory, and you think back and you wish that you would have been more up cheery, would have been kinder, would have been talking to people more. And that's just how it is. And then you think about how a day is done. Like I said, you tell yourself that eventually this will fade and you're on to the next moment and the next moment as life continues. And I think about lately how days really do just go on and happen. I used to think days are like chapters in our lives that are a book, but they're way too quick. You could spend an entire day just sleeping and it just goes by like that. You get a day that is exciting where you get to do something interesting, go to a concert, hang out with friends, go to the beach, whatever it is. It lasts longer because you have something going on that you enjoy, and you plead and wish that time wasn't so against you to where you know that this enjoyment you're feeling, though long, eventually it's going to end. When you think negatively of how this terrible moment and predicament you're in, eventually it's going to happen, go by quickly, and you'll think about it in 5 years. Same thing will happen to a positive memory that you're living in right now, that you don't want this to end, that you don't want to ever leave. You could just live in this memory endlessly for all eternity. But no, eventually it will end. And it hurts and it sucks. I hate it. I hate going to sleep. I hate, you see, I love the nighttime, but only when I'm active and I'm doing something. I'll stay up all night gladly, losing out some sleep if I get to hang out with the people I love most and do something adventurous, live a real life movie. But real life isn't a movie. You can't always get that opportunity. That's the way we people are. We created a society and rules. We have to contribute to something, which at the cost and sacrifice is not being able to live life every single day with enjoyment. That you have to earn that. And I think that sucks. It's a whole conversation in of itself. Well, we can go at any moment, at any second. And we can't spend it having fun with the people we love. Because life, us, won't allow it. I hate that. But I understand. It's just how it is. I guess we create even more positivity in the memories we will create because of the fact that we can't live every day as we wish. That when we can, when we plan it, when you get to hang out with the people you love being with, that eventually you appreciate it even more, and the memory lasts longer, the day lasts longer. Because sometimes every day there's always going to be sadness. Some days will be mundane and boring, others will be fun and joyful, and others will make you wish you weren't here, as long as you don't let it destroy you. Memories can be beautiful, memories can be tragic, memories can be a lot of things. Memories we are in now, memories far gone, and memories of the future. I block a lot of memories out of my head. Most I don't even remember because that's how much I've got them out of my system. A lot of bad memories, a lot of good ones that I've lost due to young age as I get older. It's easier when you can find specific things and subject a memory onto it. And when you acknowledge that thing, it triggers it and you remember. You just gotta hope it's not the negative memories. That's how it is. I think too much about my memories. I think about it too much, man. You know, I'm at that stage in life, 18 to 25, you feel like life is running out. You feel like it's the end of the world. Everybody around you is telling you that you're wasting every second. So they expect you to immediately do all these things when we don't understand that life just doesn't give us stuff and that we have to work hard to achieve it. Some people do just stand around and wait. But the difference is, the confusion is that we just assume all these people are the same when most of us, including me, actually do work hard. It's just that people have already moved on to such advanced stages with their lives that they already have everything they want, and they're shocked that someone like me and someone like you just isn't there yet, when they don't understand they had to work hard and eventually get there. You know, ignorance at its finest. Another negative memory. It's another negative life cycle you find yourself in and you hope to break it out. It's just how it is. And you think about that future. You eventually create memories in your head of a potential future. A future you hope becomes reality. A future you know is way too out of your boundaries, but you like to live in, like a fantasy. And futures you dread that most likely will become a reality. Maybe a blend of all three, all two, or just one. I think about the future a lot. I see a lot of positivity. I see a lot of negativity. All caused by people. People I choose to be with, that I'll forever spend my life with. People who have nothing better to do than witness violence and anger towards me. People maybe I've accidentally made them hate me, or people who are just always out to get me, or people that are just people. Got nothing else better to do. Maybe it's not even people, maybe it's things I've done, things they've done, or just the mundaneness of life. You have every right to dread your future. I do it every day. You have every right to be excited and hopeful. Your future is how you make it. You can't let anybody else tell you otherwise. You can't let people tell you gotta do this, gotta do that. Fuck that. If you know what you're achieving, it's gonna take time. Time well spent. Once you get there, because you know it'll be worth it, you take that time. You get kicked out, make some reservations, figure it out. It's difficult. No matter what, don't ever let people tell you what you can and can't do, what life you can't live, what memories you can't create. Maybe the reason they're so down on you is because their lives are fading by just like that. They're the ones spending their time hating on you and telling you what you can and can't do. That your life is passing by when you still have so much time, as far as we know, and they don't. And instead of them trying to create good memories, trying to live a life that they can advance and find enjoyment in consistently, they take it out on you. So don't be like them and waste your time hating on someone because maybe they don't have it all figured out. Maybe because the thing they're trying to achieve towards is taking a lot of time, more than expected. Or that maybe they're already there and they just don't care. Don't ever. And I'll end with the one last section. Memories of when. Past, present, future are all non-existent. No such thing as time, just the flow and passage of it. Months, days, calendars, they don't matter. It's just a construct we created to help our tiny human brains be able to process everything, to make things easier, to feel like there's a consistency to time when it's really not. A whole year could feel like forever, and a whole year could feel like 2 seconds of our lives, gone by so quickly. You're 2 years old, now you're 12 years old, now you're 22 years old, now you're 92 years old. Life, memories, and time go by quick. But the thing about memories of when, past, present, future, is that they're yours to make. It's all about the mindset. A negative memory can turn into a positive one. You could think back and say how these people treated you wrong, but how it made you stronger and you pushed forward. And a positive memory can be turned negative. A memory you think was good and jolly, you realize it was all a lie. You think everybody's laughing with you, but they're laughing at you. Memories are how we make it. Memories are how we can create it. So go on and make some memories. For me.